Hi, so this is an open source product I'm currently working on. So basically, it's a open source version of README. So it basically allows you to document your APIs and allow other developers to test, more of like a sandbox area for API documentation too. So you can either use it internally, or you can use it to onboard your customers onto your API product. For example, if you're having an API product and you need to onboard customers, but you want to find a way to actually demo those stuff, you can easily just use this product. So basically, I'm going to add a product. So add a project. So what's the name of the project? So tests JSON and doc. Let's just test JSON. So the base URL. So I'm just going to copy the base URL from JSON encoder placeholder here. So just put this here. I'll type in the brief description for the project. So this is a apologies. So this is a simple API documentation tool. So add project, then reload the screen. We get the project here. So one thing we can then do is we can add a section. So basically we can create a section. So so a section is basically like a group of API endpoints or documentation. For example, you can have an authentication section where basically it creates accounts, fetch accounts, delete account, or update account. You can also have a transaction section, but that does the same, create transactions, update transaction, and also fetch transactions. So something like that. So I'm just going to call this to dos. Add a section. Then we can add an endpoint. So here, add an API endpoint. So what's the title of our API endpoint? So the title is going to be fetch to dos. So fetching to dos. So one of the first things we're going to do is to fetch fetch post. Oh, sorry, fetch post. So I can just do fetch post here. You can just do post. Then we can put in the description. So this is an endpoint to fetch posts. Authentication. So this requires no authentication, right? But if your API endpoint requires authentication, you can put in your bearer token or your API key or your basic authentication. But this API endpoint does not require authentication, so I'm just going to put it as no authentication. Then the parameters, we can leave the parameters as empty, the request body empty, sample response is empty. Then we can then save. So the endpoint has been saved. So next thing we're going to do is we're just going to go to the documentation and test this out. So you can just go here. So Minialdoc. So you can see it's redirecting us to the reference, to the API reference. Then you can see that everything loads up. So you can click fetch to dos. So basically, there we can just send a request. We can see the request being fetched. So you can see everything. I can also see that we got this 200 successful response. We can also see the sample code. So this is sample code for it also generates a sample code if you want to integrate this API. So it's very basic, actually, rudimentary, just very basic. So it generates a sample code for JavaScript, Python, and Curl, also Ruby. So it does everything. Then we can we can see cases. We can add another endpoint, which is to create endpoint. Create endpoint. I say create endpoint. So create post. Create post. So this endpoint here. So basically, we can just go here Then I'll find a post request. Then let's see, what do we need? Okay, let's go here. So go to create post and put the post. Yes, post change the records as method as post. For parameters, we can just add the parameters to, okay, this is for the endpoint. Okay, the request body, you can just add the request body as title, and add another request body as title. We can just put this as body. We can also make this optional or required. So in this case, it's, let me just make it required then. We can then save this endpoint, and when we go to our documentation here, we can then proceed to test this out. So once I even try to click it, you can see that it's empty. So we forgot. So basically, again, the parameters, I can just go here back and go to parameters, delete it, then save. Then you can see, once I reload, you can see that it's disappeared. So basically, you can just add the title as welcome and body as. Then we can just send the post request. You can see, yes, we got a 201 success response again. So basically allows you to test your APIs and basically just use it. Then the next part is the doc. So basically it uses a WYSIWYG. So you can do introduction. So basically it's a simple WYSIWYG editor. It has a Notion style. So basically you can add a table, you can also extend the table, So this is for like documentations. For example, when you want to document your webhooks, you can easily just use this, and you can also drag the blocks around. So for example, let me just put this here. Go here. Hello. Then we can just drag this to the bottom of hello, then give it a space. So yeah, so it's basically a WYSIWYG editor, a good WYSIWYG editor. And once we save, okay, so you can also put it in colors. So yeah, basically that's about it. So yeah, that's the basic about it. So the code is currently open source. So I'm not done with the application. There's still some few kinks here and there, but I just want to ensure. So the code is here. So I'm not done with the application, right? There's still some few kinks, and I want to just at least share this out before I forget, or if I just get tired. So basically here's just how to run. So the documentation of the API tables, and yeah, the features, yes, and also the endpoints. So basically everything's here for you to just start working on it on yourself and see if it's something you can use on your own company, or if you want to use the hosted version. So I'm not yet done with the hosted version. There's still a lot of work, a lot. For example, reordering this, and also there's some, again, probably fix this issue later after the call. Yeah, so reordering, and what else? You just reordering, analytics, and even payments. I initially integrated payments, but for some reason I wasn't able to like pay for my Stripe business account. So for now, you can just fork it, use it, and just give your feedback generally. And yeah, so basically that's it. So basically that's it. Yeah, so that's basically it about Minialdoc. More features are coming on very, very, very soon. So this is just the basics. And yes, we are making things slowly better. So just working on some other fixes here and there, and ready for version 1. So this is just a demo video. Thanks for watching.